You do not need to play games to work at Riot. However, there are certain roles that require you to have a greater understanding of games and how they function. Hi, I'm Andrea and I'm a technical recruiter at Riot Games. In this video, we're going to go over Riot Games' interview process and application process, and I'm going to give you some tips on how you can best prepare and succeed. For example, for roles such as gameplay or game design, it's important for you to have more of an affinity and a greater understanding of how games work. For non-games roles, it's really important that you have player empathy versus being a core gamer yourself. All of the decisions that we make are based around players, so that player empathy will help no matter what role you're in at Riot. The steps in the interview process are fairly standardized across Riot. The only thing that will be different is the content that's covered in each process, just based on the role that you applied for. Once you apply, you can expect to have a preliminary recruiter screen with one of the recruiters on our teams. Basically, throughout that call, we'll go into the details of your background, and then we'll tell you about the role that you applied for. The first step of the process will be a behavioral screen. I'd recommend checking out our values on our website, since in that interview, we like to see how you align to our values and how you've exemplified our values in the past. The second step will typically be a craft screen. For example, in engineering, you can expect a take-home challenge followed up by a technical phone screen with one of our engineers. For roles such as recruiting, you can expect a craft screen over video with one of our recruiters, where we will go into things such as sourcing tactics and closing tactics. From there will be a virtual on-site panel. You can expect 4 panels, 2 behavioral screens, and 2 craft screens to go ahead and close out that process. At a high level, we really look for candidates that are aligned to our values and our culture and are super excited about building a future with Riot. As you've noticed, we've released a lot of amazing games, and we couldn't have done that without having Rioters super aligned to our values and excited about building a culture where we're all driving and motivated towards the same goal. When we do interview candidates, that's what we really look for. We want you to be motivated and driven by the future of Riot, driven by our products, and be really player focused and excited to get to work. Riot has committed to doing a number of things in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion. One of these things is standardizing our interview process throughout the company as a whole. So what this means is no matter what role or team you're going to be interviewing for, your process is going to be the same as someone else's. The only thing that will differentiate is going to be the content based on the role that you're interviewing for. Another thing that we've added is a slate diversity program for our senior leadership roles. Internally, in our culture, we've also done a couple of things to improve our diversity, equity, and inclusion. We attend a lot of events that are catered around URM candidates, for example, Afrotech and Color Stack. Along with this, we have RIGs internally at Riot to support our different groups. So we have ones that are centered around the LGBTQ community, the Latino community, and also Black communities as well. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, focus on your craft, be yourself, good luck, and have fun.